Hey, what is going on, everybody? Desir here with week 3 of our Cosmic Crucible. I do have a rematch from the first opponent I actually did a video of, and that is Tony Stark. He got a lot stronger since then. My account did increase a little bit, but not as much as I hoped, especially by getting a rematch with Tony Stark. So when we go to take a look at our opponent, you can see that he is currently 111 million TCP. My account was 66 million TCP. I did just hit level 98 myself, so I spent a lot of gold in trading mats. I wanted to get my roster stronger for me to face Tony Stark. You can see here that Tony is rank 44 on the leaderboard for his TCP as well. So this is going to be a huge punch up for me. It's going to be a good challenge, so I don't hate it, but I wish we were closer to TCP. This is going to be about a 55 million punch up, where previously it was 40 million punch up that I had against him. And I do want to apologize in advance as I am under the weather right now, but I want to get this match done tonight so I can kind of sleep in the morning. So he does have X-Treme X-Men in 1, a Darkhold Quicksilver in 2, the Secret Defenders Super Skrull. So it was mainly the first and third room that kind of worried me. He has that Hive Mind Shuri in 4, a huge Pegasus in 5, and then Hero Asgardian Dorm in 6. So I did want to start with the hardest match that I thought, which would be room 3. So I'm going to use Nova, Super Skrull, Apocalypse, Omega Red, and Red Guardian. The idea is I have the pre-taunt, and if anybody gets rewound, it would end up being Omega Red, and I just delay and wait for the Apocalypse ult and the Super Skrull ult. So for the start of the match, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do the ability block rewind on Super Skrull or Ms. Marvel Hardlight. They both do a rewind, but I think the Super Skrull was going to be more dangerous, so I did go with him. Omega Red getting the trauma stun is the second best option, so I wasn't too upset there, but I was really hoping I'd be able to get an ability block off on him. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. Here I used the basic for Super Skrull on Ms. Marvel Hardlight. That's going to put the Disrupt on her, so when I do use the Apocalypse Ultimate, I'm free to use that hit on anybody else. So right here, I do make a mistake. I knew the Nova Special does some flips and it does a stun. However, I didn't see that was not unavoidable, and I didn't check to make sure that the other team had evades on them still. So that was a mistake by my part. So this was the main turn I was really waiting for to see how everything turned out. Apocalypse is able to do his ult. I am able to do the Falcon Punch on Super Skrull. And now Super Skrull is able to use his ultimate and take out Photon, and now I can try to focus down Black Cat and Robbie. For room 1, we're going to use Masters of Evil with Doom. Doom is adjacent to Absorbing Man. I'm hoping that he can get pushed and then Kang can go on the ride and hopefully do some pretty good damage to them. That's my plan on this one. For Titania's first turn, I'm deciding who I want to use the ultimate on for the ability block. I end up choosing Nightcrawler because I don't want him doing his special on turn 1 and putting a stun on somebody I don't want to get stunned. For Kang, I'm going to target Gambit and use his special. That's going to put the slow on Nightcrawler, Gambit, and Sunspot. And for Moonstone, I'm going to use her ultimate on Gambit. That's going to do the turn rewind on Sunspot, Gambit, and Nightcrawler, along with stunning him. I'm trying to keep a little bit of control in here for this attempt. Titania's able to go again. I use her special to try to knock Gambit down a little bit farther. The thing is, though, because I did all that control, Doom isn't able to get pushed right here, so I'm just going to use his special. Kang is up. I'm going to use his ultimate on Gambit, try to get the double tap on him. Now, they are knocked pretty low right here, so unfortunately that means that the damage is going to start going up for them. Gambit has that drain mechanic when he's in stealth. Nightcrawler's able to heal back up as well, so I didn't do enough damage from that move. So I'm not really happy with how this attempt went, so I am going to back out. I want to see if I can get Doom to use his ult and give Kang that ride to really try to get the one shot with this room. For the second attempt, we're going to use the same team makeup. I'm still going to keep Doom over on the side next to Absorbing Man. Looking back at this, I think I should have made him a fortifier. Try to give him a little bit of extra health to get pushed. So we are going to start off the same way. I'm going to use Titania's ult on Nightcrawler. I liked having the ability block on him. I don't like the fact that he can stun somebody right off the bat. For Kang, we're going to use the special on Cyclops. That's going to put the slow on Cyclops, Sunspot, and Forge. What I'm thinking on this one is I don't want to put too much damage on Gambit and Nightcrawler to where they're going to go in red and really mess me up. For Moonstone, I'm going to use her special. That's going to get the stun on Nightcrawler. And right there, I did like the fact that Doom took some damage. He did get a bleed on him, which I'm not too big of a fan of. Kang is going to use his ult. I'm going to target Nightcrawler for the double tap. And there Nightcrawler got that health trigger, so he was able to heal back a little bit. And unfortunately, Forge killed Doom. So I know I need to keep this attempt no matter what, so I'm just going to knock Forge down a little bit further and try to get in here with a cleanup to where I could really have a chance. So I did want to use the New Warriors elsewhere, but I want to see if they can actually finish this match off. So for Gwenpool, I'm just going to try to take the evades off the other team. Sunfire is going to use her ultimate on Cyclops. That's going to put the rewind on the left half of the board. And here, Gambit uses his ultimate. I'm really happy I didn't use her ultimate on Gambit, because that would have dropped him in red, and that probably would have just finished me off. For Cloak's turn, I'm just going to use the ultimate. Hopefully I can get some blinds out there and some damage. And here, Dagger's going to use her special. Try to chain across the board. I'm trying to kill as many as I can and prepare for Deathpool's ultimate. And there I'm able to use Deathpool's ultimate, and I'm going to choose to kill Gambit. So here you can see it's 3 versus Nightcrawler, and you can see that Nightcrawler is still very dangerous. I'm not able to put enough damage on him to finish him off. I don't know if me using Deathpool's ultimate on Nightcrawler instead of Gambit would have been better, because Gambit would still have the pings, he'd get knocked in red. I don't see a winning solution there. For stage 2, we're just going to use the Pegasus Tangled Web Falcon combo. So this Darkhold Quicksilver team is bigger than the previous ones I've faced, so this one is going to go a little bit differently. I do use Weaver's ultimate on Quicksilver to stun and trauma him. For Kestrel's turn, I'm going to use her special on Quicksilver. That's going to put the defense down on Morgan and Wong as well. And for Falcon's turn, I'm just going to use his special. That's going to get us a lot of speed boost, so we can really lap the opponent. So for Weaver, I'm just going to use her basic. I want to see if I can kill Wong right there. I did get him low, but unfortunately he did live. Kestrel, I'm going to use her ultimate on Morgan Le Fay. I want to see if I could kill her as well. So Morgan did live through that, so I got a little bit too greedy there. Luckily, Iron Man Infinity War is about to do his ultimate. Right here, I'm able to kill Morgan off. And now it's an easier cleanup with Agatha, Heartless, and Wong on the field. And I still have my full team, minus Falcon right there. The last time I faced Hivemind with Shuri on defense, I mentioned that Hivemind Emma would be a really good counter to that, so that's what I'm using today. So because we brought Emma, we do have the advantage of going first. I'm going to use Void Knight's ultimate on the enemy Void Knight to ability block him. And for Carnage, I'm going to target Shuri because she's lower health and easier to kill. I want to knock somebody in red so I could start getting the speed advantage. For Red Goblin, just target somebody in the middle, use the special, that's going to get defense down out there. I'm able to kill Shuri, and now I'm just going to use Venom's ultimate to spread some debuffs out there and start knocking people in red. From there, just start targeting people in the green to knock them in red, and kill off the people in red if you need to, if their turns are coming up. So this is a 2.9 million Pegasus. I have a 1.9 million New Warriors, so this could be a 1 million punch-up. So I'm going to target Iron Man Infinity War for the Gwenpool special. I'm going to target Kestrel with the Sunfire ultimate, and then I'm going to spread the debuffs with Deathpool. For Cloak, I'm going to use his ultimate. And for Dagger, I'm just going to target Iron Man Infinity War and use Dagger special. I was hoping to have a few more lower health right there, so when I used Gwenpool's ultimate, I'd be able to get some kills because there are perma-kills on there, but unfortunately it's just too big of a punch-up, so now I'm kind of playing off my back foot to where I'm trying to recover because they're starting to bring people back to life. Right here, I do opt to use Deathpool's ultimate on Kestrel. That way, if I do fail this attack, I don't have to worry about her in the future. So as you see with the new warriors, it is very important that you get a nice opening barrage on them. That way Pegasus can't recover like they are right here. In this room, because it is a 1 million punch up, I just can't do enough damage to keep them dead, as they are starting to get their turns with their ultimates to bring them back to life. So for the cleanup, I'm going to use Eternals, Big Time Spider-Man, Shang-Chi, and Captain Sam. So for Big Time Spider-Man, I'm going to target Rescue. I need to kill her as soon as possible because she should be coming back up to her ultimate pretty soon. So I did have a misplay right here. I should have targeted Ironheart with the ultimate for Shang-Chi because that would have done more damage. So unfortunately, with the rescue and stealth and the taunt on Iron Man, I had to take him out, and Rescue just used her ult to bring him right back to life. Because Rescue did just use her ult, I know I have time to kill the others and then take her out later. So that's what I'm going to do here. For this here Asgard with Dorm, I'm going to use Secret Defenders with Jessica Jones. The nice thing about this matchup is Black Cat's going to steal the revive once that Dorm gives off. So right now, I just need to control Vahl and hopefully control it enough to where Valkyrie's proc doesn't go off for the safeguard with all the buffs. So I want to try to make them all low enough and then start going for the kills. So Tony Stark did beat me with the 48,550. I got the 41,300 and change. It was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. He dropped 4 matches. I dropped 3, with one of those being room 1 where I had the no clear. If I would have cleared room 1, I could have pulled this out. So there definitely has to be some adjustment, but that's where I like making these videos. So room 1, I had the no clear. I think if I would have kept the first attempt with the Doom Masters of Evil, I gone in with the New Warriors, I probably could have cleaned it up with like War Dogs or something. Stage 2, I had the 15 and the 16. Stage 3 was the tough one where I had to use my Apocalypse and Super Skrull. I got a 3 and a 19 on there. The Emma Hive Mind worked great with a 20 and a 16. The Pegasus team I did struggle with a 19 and a 0. If I would have used the New Warriors in 1, I would have started with the Eternals on this one, and I probably would have used Omega Red here from room 3 because I could have swapped him out with something. There could have been a lot of different plays that would have happened off of that. And for stage 6, I got a 19 and a 21. For my defense, I used Extreme X-Men with Dorm in 1. He failed with the Masters of Evil and cleaned it up with the Undying Tangled Web. That gave him a 20 and a 15. For my stage 2, I'm actually using the full Horseman with Quicksilver. It was something I wanted to test out. It pulled his Gamma and then it followed up with his Death Seed. That got him a 20 and a 22. So my stage 3 did almost hold. I put this full Superior 6 on defense here. My thinking behind this is if he had Superior 6 in offense, they most likely will use it here, which means they can't use it in stage 1. This got him a 19 and a 0 for his efficiency. Stage 4, he got a 13 and a 16. Stage 5, he did a mirror match with the Infinity Watch and got a 19 and a 12. And for stage 6, he got a 20 and a 24. Overall, I was very pleased with how my defense performed. The one mistake for stage 1 definitely did cost me this. I should have definitely kept the first attempt, but that is looking back at hindsight. You can't do that when you're playing the matches. I just have to go in and hope that they do drop some attacks instead of thinking, well, I dropped an attack, so I definitely lost this match on this type of a punch-up. I'd really appreciate your thoughts. Please leave them in the comments below. Are there any other attacks that I could have done differently to help win this one? Also, please remember to like and subscribe if you're new to the channel or if you haven't done so before. I'd really appreciate that. I'll see you all tomorrow.